This is a short video about my Erector Set collection. I have a web page that gives some more details, but I just wanted to talk about my Erector Set collection. It started with my first Erector Set, which was an 8.5 size, which is this one right here, that was given to me for Christmas in about 1948. The house burned down a year later and the set went with it. But I've been really interested in Erector Sets ever since. Got some for the kids later and what have you. But at any rate, I started collecting them 15, 20 years ago. And I don't have a complete set, but this is what I've got. And just quickly, this is a number 2.5 set. This is a number 4.5 set. And I don't think any of these, well, very few of these sets are complete. A couple are. But anyway, that's what I've got. And then there are three different, really 5.5 sets. This is the inside of one of the 5.5s that I have. And this is a later one, a 10042, which I think is a 5.5, but that's been upgraded. It's a little newer set. Again, not all the parts are there, but it's one of the first moves to make a safer set, I guess. Anyway, so those are 2.5, 4.5, 5.5, and then I don't have a 6.5 or a 7.5, but I have three 8.5s. This one here, which is probably not totally complete, but it was well played with. Somebody even, took care to put things in a lot of additional little bins, so it's in pretty nice shape. This is my best set of all. This I bought from a guy named Lee Melius who lives in western Wisconsin now. And this came to me completely inventoried and all put back together just like it was with the original little tri-mounts or whatever they're called to hold everything in place. So this is a really nice complete set. And again, these three here are 8.5s. And then I have two 10.5 sets here, neither of which are complete, but this one isn't too bad off. It's in pretty reasonable shape. And I have one 12.5, which is not that complete. If I pull the tray out, which I'm not going to do, there's not a whole lot of stuff under there, so I doubt if I could make the robot out of it. But one of these days I may contact one of the real Erector Set collectors that I know about and fill it in. Okay, so that's the full sets that I have. In the process of getting all these guys together, I did get some things that were incomplete. People brought me bunches of parts and stuff, and we'll take a look at those in a minute. So here's my little collection of just parts. And again, they came from various places. And I've traded off some parts for other things. For instance, these are the parts from, I think, the 1920s and stuff. Things are quite a bit different in there. And I didn't even realize I had those left, because I traded off a bunch of these for some later model parts I needed. Here's a set where somebody took a lot of trouble to make a box for it, and it closes nicely. It's a very nicely done box, and got a lot of parts in it, mostly wheels and gears and stuff. But it's also got one of the older motors and one of the way newer motors than I really collect in it too. Battery powered one. And then down here, this is actually not an Erector Set, it's a Bildo, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but there it is. And then in this box, this is a compilation of various junk from 2 or 3 different buys, or anyway, people gave me stuff. And then the last thing I'm just going to mention is that I've got a bunch of manuals here and things that I've collected, and my various notes on where to go for parts and all that are there too. But just an interesting thing is, Erector Set came from Meccano, which I believe at the time was from Great Britain, and they have a competition, or used to have a competition, to get kids to build big things. So Here's just one example of a big thing that somebody built, and it's a weaving loom, and just, my gosh, is that baby ever complex. But this manual here is, I don't know, must be 70 or 80 pages thick, and it's just loaded with all kinds of construction opportunities. You know, easy ones and tough ones. And I'm sure that the Gilbert Company did a lot of close to plagiarism in coming up with their manuals. Anyway, that's my Erector set collection, and I guess I've told other people when I was young I collected popsicle sticks, and now I'm big.